Alright.
Development project has been added. Unit function added. Development project has been added.
Oh.
Please select a mission.
Welcome back, boss. Thanks for that, boss.
Please specify a project.
Excuse me. Decoy. Can I make
Boss,
my...
Thank you for making me a valuable. I look forward to serving under you. Thank you, boss.
Boss, let's develop something.
I have level 13.
Talk. Spit it out.
Thank you, boss.
Vampire Hound? What a name.
Thanks.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Thank you, boss. Let us know if you need supplies, boss.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
What's this?
Please select a landing zone.
Oh.
Gaining altitude.
Boss, good news from the support unit. They can now deliver support strikes to our areas of operation. Use your iDroid to designate a location for a strike. Just make sure you're not in the kill zone. I'd hate to tell the men they blew up the boss. After you've called in a strike, move away from the target location immediately. Also, like supply drops, strikes cost GMP. So once you don't put us in the red, remember what our real objective is.
$4. Yep. Well, I can... Wow. Sugoi.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan. Deploying.
How are you, Ace? Are you still in a dream?
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
There's sheep around. That's the target.
Oh, really? Well, that was easy.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, shit. What's wrong with side missions?
You gotta extract him. coming too. Roger that.
I guess I should have scoped this area before just wandering over.
Side-op completed.
Easy.
Extraction
Gotta extract him.
arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Easy. Shoot the balloon? Oh, what could that do? That sounds interesting. Is that an Easter egg?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please specify a project.
Oh, medical team. I don't think I have a medical team yet, do I? I sure don't. I sure ain't got no freaking medical team. Oh, woo. The wandering Mother Base soldiers? What the heck are they wandering for?
Marker placed.
I'm gonna do that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
I had the R&D team analyze the honeybee. How? The CIA wanted it with everything intact. They took it apart to look at it. Then they put it back together. Everything intact. That's the R&D boys, all right. Turns out the honeybee's homing capabilities are a cut above previous manpads. It can detect a broad range of infrared wavelengths, and even ultraviolet for supplementary guidance. Hence the name, huh? Right. Honeybees rely on UV light to fly. With this device, flares don't do the target any good. That's why the Soviets are losing so many gunships, and why the CIA was so desperate to get it back. It wasn't just about preventing the Soviets from devising countermeasures. What if the likes of Iran got their hands on it? American aircraft would be put at risk too. We can use this tech to develop our own portable missile. That'll give us a huge advantage. It'll take a little time before the analysis results can be applied to actual implementation. But we'll keep moving with the research. Diamond Dog's intel team specializes in information gathering, mainly human and SIGINT. They plant scouts and moles in the field. These operatives will blend into the local populace and work under the guise of a resident, or disguise themselves as travelers and ask around for information. They observe targets using various hidden bugs, cameras, and transmitters, and by tapping their satellite and phone communications. Analyzing all this information creates a clear picture of how wars and the PFs fighting them are changing. This data can also be used for threat assessment when deciding whether to accept contracts from certain clients. And during missions, the intel team keeps track of target locations and produces FOM predictions, reporting mission-critical information based on real-time remote observation of changes in the AO. What you hear from us over the radio is based on how we interpret the data gathered at the command platform. However, intel team operatives go unarmed in almost all situations to avoid revealing themselves to the enemy. Some will carry a knife, but most have nothing at all. As such, don't expect them to help you take on heavily armed adversaries like PF soldiers. Think of them as entirely passive in the hot zone. Plus, they use all manner of techniques to remain inconspicuous in the field. If you ever spot one, you'll have some serious explaining to do. So remember, their specialty is espionage. They may not be of use in a firefight, but when it comes to intel, they're pros.
Oh.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I don't think I can get over that. Well, I have gone the incorrect direction.
Yeah.
That's alright. What are they firing at? And they took that very seriously.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
After taking fire, he says. It was just a guy riding by on a horse. HQ doesn't give a shit, dude.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Can you import the,
Yeah.
oh.
Whoa, whoa.
the Ground Zeroes tapes, because I never got to listen to those. Don't go in the box.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oops.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh. It sounds like this area has nothing to do with the soldiers, the missing soldiers.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
What?
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh my god. Forgot how to do the hootie tootie point and shooty. Jesus. Whoa. Where is he? Oh.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
There he is. What a weird side op. Like that, dude. Dude, don't go into the light. Is he?
Marker placed.
Am I supposed to sneak up on him? I don't understand. There he is. Why? Am I supposed to sneak up on him? Because I tried that, it didn't really work.
You can give the order to develop new weapons and items from your iDroid. There's no substitute for having the right equipment.
God damn it. Really? Jesus, what a pain. that a fucking bear?
Marker removed. Sun will rise momentarily.
He just runs. I don't have a choice. Unless he saw me. It doesn't indicate that he did.
Caution, sandstorm approaching.
I have a bad time for that. No, run! God damn it, I'm using freaking Raiden controls. No! What? Oh my god. Thanks. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. He just That's so bullshit. I'll even have an opportunity. I don't understand.
That's the target. Is that one of our men from 9 years ago? Bring him home, boss.
How?
When you want to begin a mission, open your iDroid and select it from the mission list. I sent a list of selectable missions to your iDroid. They're all jobs that only you can handle. I don't care how you do it, but you've got to get us more manpower. If we're gonna get back at those bastards, our organization has to grow.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
You just move. Hi, how do you do this? Oh, he's gonna smack me. Okay! He always punches me first. Where the fuck am I? Hey, I got him. Yeah, cool. Did that not count because of us falling off the cliff? Some bullshit is what it is. Wow, this is literally extremely easy with literally any other enemy in the game. But this one's just like, you just look away for a bit, it's fine. Uh-huh. Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. Cool. It didn't work. I've done it numerous times. It doesn't work. For whatever reason. No, try and punch me, asshole. Fuck! Do something dumb. Except that. If he punches me, I have a chance. But he ain't now. Don't run into the enemy base. No! Yes, and he always sees you first. I don't know, I have no idea why this guy is a fucking god. He always faces to you, no matter where you are. He's in the See? Watch. Wait. Okay, it's not quite doing it. Where are you going? Why is he going that way? Oh my god, he's still going! What the fuck? Okay, yeah, run back, moron. I'm so angry at this side mission right now. Oh my fucking god. Stop going that way. You're going to alert the enemy. I'm surprised he doesn't alert the enemy.
Please select supplies
No,
requested.
no.
Supply drop complete.
I can't believe he didn't look at it. Watch, he's gonna turn around now. How does that make sense? What is this bullshit? Just shoot him in the leg. Watch it like immediately kill him for some reason. Fair. He doesn't even stagger. Stop running into the enemy. That suppressor is so awful.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Don't move. Oh. I didn't realize that it followed him up until it drops.
Supply drop complete.
Yes, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Yes. Wait. What? Why did it move? Yeah, run. Yeah. I'm not allowed to CQC him or something. Fuck! This is irritating. What am I doing? What's the name of this mission? I'm looking this one up. This is bullshit. What? Put it away.
Boss, I knew you were.
That's so dumb. I guess the idea is that he's from Peace Walker, so you're supposed to use Peace Walker strats. A waste.
Drop completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Database.
So that's one of the ways you can do it. The other way was to play the Peace Walker theme. What was the other way? was that or use super stealth. Whatever that means. I think super stealth is the chicken hat, right? Ow. Well, that's a long ways away. Let's go to here. I could just ride past there, I guess. Go straight. When am I gonna do main missions? As soon as I'm done with the side-ups. Whoa!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе. На нас напали. Все подразделения в своей боевой позиции.
The weather will clear shortly.
That guy was impervious.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Whoa, whoa.
Стоп, стоп. Это кафе. Начался огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг
Enemy presence detected.
Sorry, buddy.
The map has been updated.
Стоп. Это кафе. Ответьте. Стоп. Ответьте. Стоп.
What's the barracks? Nah, I'm just gonna run through it. Oh no, I don't even have to. Let's go through here. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I guess the horse is bad after all. What is happening? I think that's when I tried turning a hard right or left.
activated.
Mwah. Don't stop here, you moron. Hell, go! There you go.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Nice looking place.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This place looks pretty high security.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
What is this? Dumpster? Extract the prisoner. Definitely easier said than done.
Sun will set shortly.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Really? I needed to pass the time. Oh fuck. Don't make loud noises like that, game. It's scary. This one looks pretty hard. Huh? Oh, I knocked the light out. Not really what I meant to do. Am I missing? There we go. Uh-oh. Good.
Всем боевым группам, это КП. Все подразделения на боевые позиции. Повторяю, все подразделения на боевые позиции.
That's what I get, I guess.
Открыть огонь!
This isn't Ground Zeroes. Hey, since you're here, if I import the Ground Zeroes save data, do I get the tapes? Because I didn't get to listen to a lot of those. Or any. Wait, where am I? Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Enemy presence detected.
I could just open up the game. Can I not play the tapes in this game?
Sonar will set shortly.
It's worth a shot, I guess. So, this is Raven territory, huh? If you important, you can feel good about cross-game content. Ace, are you drunk? That wasn't me. Who could it have possibly been? Hey, the guy with the searchlight isn't here at this time. Oops.
There's sheep around. With the local residents gone, they've gone back to the wild.
I guess using the front door isn't... well, it's probably not the best way of doing things. Unless I trip the power switch. The machine attached to his legs. Oh, it's Huey. Uh-oh. Hit the button.
Всем боевым группам, это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверить сеть питания.
Hey, everybody go check it out.
КП, это Зоя 4. Немедленно проверю. Конец связи.
You definitely don't want to take more than one person with you, huh? That's fair. Can I get...
approaching.
Where's my... Thanks for the button prompt. What the fuck? Like, sometimes I'm allowed to climb ledges, and sometimes I'm not, for some reason. Whoop. Watch this. All the ground zero saves? I guess that could work.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, go. Where's the bomb? Okay. I don't know how this could possibly go wrong. Whee! Was this from the outside?
Clouds approaching.
КП, это Зоя 1.
feel like you move a lot slower in the vents than you do in the last game.
Конец связи. КП, это Дмитрий-1. Никаких признаков противника. Обыскиваю местность. Прием. Это КП, понял. Следи за ними. Не позволяйте им уходить с фланга. Конец связи. Штаб. Это КП. Понадобился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
There was the toilet one.
КП, СВТ. Поиски закончены. Противник не обнаружен. Прием. Это КП, понял. Не расслабляйтесь. Они еще могут быть рядом. Конец связи.
So, is the prisoner in the middle of this compound, or is he like somewhere in the, like a basement? Yo, is that song what I think it is? Ooh. Oh my god, I have a burning need. Can I get in the fridge? Oh my god, it is! Dude, this game is just great because of the freaking music. it's got a helmet. Eh? Oh, of course there's a sniper. Why wouldn't there be? What? Oh yeah, the sniper. Eh. Hey, oh wow. Everything wrong just happened. There's another one? Hi. I can stand up. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, maybe not like that. Hey, listen. Oh, they're... What? Hold on. What?
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
This is gonna put me a mile away and in the middle of the day. Whoops. Well, at least I know where he is now. And I have to go get the tape again!
Map has been updated. Sun will set shortly.
Oh, tapes are consistent? Are the materials also consistent? Are they really? Nope. That's okay, I know where everything is now. I think the sandstorm's always gonna appear also. God, that sound effect is horrid. It gives me a heart attack every time it plays. It's a small heart attack, but a heart attack nonetheless. Oh no, I'm in trouble, 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 I'm in trouble. I'm fine.
Слышишь, я вчера заезжал в северный лагерь. Ну там, секретный проект завершен? Да, гусь. Я даже застал тестовый прогон. Интересно, как скоро они поступят? Если сгромоздишься на такую штуковину, только выставишь тебя на обозрение. Вопрос. А выбор жив. А слышишь? Разрабатывали для скрытого проникновения в тыл противника. Может, нас запишут на тренировки с ним? Ага. Новая необкатная техника. Практический отпуск. Считай больше.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for the sandstorm, then I'm gonna turn off the power. It shouldn't be too long from now. I don't remember when it was last time. They have been. Or they were last time. Or maybe it was because it was a main mission? I don't know. One of the missions I did, I got a sandstorm every time. Come back in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna push it, but I want to see where this guy goes first. Ace, close your eyes. Subscribe, sure. Ted up to tell you how to play games. Choking your hog? That's the first time I've heard that.
Clouds approaching.
Yeah, the clouds were the same. So yeah, we're gonna get hit by a sandstorm. I got clouds before and after. Rather, it said clouds are approaching, then clouds are in the vicinity, and then no more clouds or something. Thanks, Kuma.
Или крокодил, который летел из бэкграунда. Шутишь? Сейчас появилось новое оружие. Убил его броню? Нет, говорят, у них откуда-то
Caution.
взялся переносной
Sandstorm
See?
approaching.
ракетный комплекс. Шманов? Да, эти тепловые ловушки ему не помешали. Может, у них такая пока что только слышали этот комплекс. Ну, из наших еще не довелось его пошить. Оружие близко. Где попробует взять в плен душмана с одной стороны. Где за это красный знак?
Всем боевым группам, это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверь, есть питание. КП, Дмитрий 2. Разрыв немедленно. Конец связи.
Where was that shaft?
КП, это Дмитрий 2. Мы прибыли. Осматриваем сектор. Прием.
That works.
КП, понял.
Clouds
Wait, can I just
approaching.
walk in? Alright. The tape was over here, I think.
КП, Дмитрий 2. Все проверил. Ничего необычного. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Вернитесь на пост. Прием.
The lights are on, dipshit. You have a box allergy? Sounds like a personal problem. See a doctor. Seek medical attention, you piece of shit. Do it, bitch. You won't. Oops, no, don't do that. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Куда они нам хоть что-то говорит? В пещере ничего не видно. Тьма кромешная.
Представляю.
Ладно, я пошел.
Давай, увидимся.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Это Зоя 2. Какого-то бедолагу унесло на воздушном шаре. Возможно, на базе лазутчик. Жду указания.
Probable intruder.
Это КП, понял.
Because people just get hauled away by balloons all the time.
Конец связи.
Oh, yeah, that's not very suspicious. I love that. Well, it looks like they're all looking in the wrong places. I see what the problem is. This fucko that I can't see from here. Also can't tell if I hit him or not. Okay, now I have for sure. Feel free to go to sleep anytime, buddy.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Anytime I see that prompt, I want to push it because it makes me spooked. Push what? He's just watching. God damn it.
Weather will clear shortly.
Does he have extreme resilience to my sleep potions? I'm just waiting for him to go to sleep. Like that. Where? Oh. Oh. Alright.
Help! Help!
That's the target.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Oh, thank... Oh no, that's actually bad. Oh my god, why is this still going? What are these infinite rooms, dude?
Side-ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Got him.
Arrived at point base. Unit function added.
КП, это зона 4. Только что видел подозрительный воздушный шар. Скорее всего, на базе лазутчик. Мне заняться его поисками? Прием. Это КП, понял. Всем подразделениям. У нас могут быть нарушители. Конец связи.
Uh-oh. Did I just crawl to a dead end? Oh, I'm so lost now.
КП, это зона 1. Сектор осмотрен. Никого. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Держитесь на пост. Прием.
Yeah, the sandstorm happened.
Shortly.
Right on schedule. This is another one that's happening right now. I just extracted the prisoner, you missed it. Oh my god, what's with these grates? How did I get in here? I haven't been caught yet either, I don't think, on this attempt. So I swear one of these went outside the compound.
Marker removed.
That's just the shooting one, right? I went online. I did it. just a perfect setup. Main mission now. Alright. Hopefully I have time to do one.
Please select a mission. Mission accept. The map has been updated.
I have 3 start points. This one's the closest.
Marker placed.
Going to pen. Unbelievable. Oh. Wow, horse.
Whoa, whoa!
Yeah, they are. What do you mean? Use your eyes. Oh, hey, while we're doing this.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is a one-man infiltration mission, boss. Equipment is the bare essentials. Anything else will be OSP. The target location is a prison camp on a U.S. military base. Those Marines have the place locked down tight. Your only backup will be one extraction chopper. We can't send anything else. You won't need to. Again, this is infiltration, a sneaking mission. Your number one priority is remaining undetected. Use discretion before engaging any guards you encounter. Be mindful of their sensory perceptions: sight, sound, smell, and pain. Fortunately, these atmospheric conditions will continue until dawn. That should provide you with some cover. At least the weather's on my side. Your mission objective
This
is
has
to
reached
rescue
maximum
Chico and Paz.
capacity and it's
According
still
to
not a
Chico,
good
They're
level.
both being held at an old prison facility. Recon from the intel unit supports this, so it's safe to assume that's where they are. Once you've gotten them to the RV, call in the extraction chopper.
So
I'll
I'm
monitor the
forced to do
situation
this,
and
I
offer
guess?
guidance from here. But you'll be the one in the field. How you handle this mission is entirely up to you, boss. Snake, yesterday we received official communication from the IAEA. It says, it has come to our attention that your organization recently purchased nuclear fuel from Uzbekistan authorities. We request permission to inspect your facilities. What a load of bullshit. Yeah, they're after Metal Gear Zeke's nuclear warhead. I'm betting this is payback from Cypher after Paz's leak. Using the UN. There's no telling how much influence they have. But the IAEA can only do inspections in countries that are party to the
Commencing
NPT.
platform
And we're not a
construction.
country. Exactly. We haven't signed a safeguards agreement with the IAEA over peaceful nuclear use, and we're not obligated to report any nuclear material we have, nor information
Please
about any
specify
nuclear
project.
facilities. The IAEA has no authority to inspect us. But despite all that... That nuke's our last line of defense. We don't want to announce we have it until the world is preparing to wipe us off the map. Until then, we let everyone think we're just a private army with conventional firepower.
Alright, it's the medical team I don't have.
The problem's how to hide the nuke at Metal Gear. But I gotta tell you, he was all for it. I see. But there's no way we can have the IAEA poking around here. So what do? Ignore them? Send them an official letter of refusal. Say that we're a private organization and we've done nothing to attract their suspicion. You got it.
We finished Zeke's
Some
waterproofing
will rise
reinforcement
momentarily.
yesterday. The day after tomorrow, we'll be done installing the main depth control
Oh, I
tank,
went the wrong way.
the compressed air tank, and the attitude control propeller pod.
Huey,
If the underwater test goes well, next week we'll try the 300-foot seabed depth.
Drop the act, Huey. How did we end up agreeing to the nuclear inspection?
Because after you sent that letter, I told them. After careful reconsideration, we agree to your request. And frankly, we should be inspected. This is our chance. If they come and go without discovering the nuke, we can tell the world we're clean. Of course, it's risky, and we'll have to make sure everything's perfect, but it'll be worth it.
Huey, can they do an inspection without going through the Board of Governors?
We contacted the IAEA's admin branch, and they said there's no record of us being brought up at any of the board's meetings.
I'd say probably a preliminary inspection to determine whether we should be referred to the board. So it's bound to be a small inspection team, and they won't be here that long. Don't worry, leave everything to me.
Has the media gotten wind of this?
Yeah, 2 major Western networks want to do stories on us. I planned on saying yes.
You want to broadcast this place to the world?
That's why I agreed to the inspection. This is a golden opportunity. We can use the media to prove to the world we don't have a nuke. Besides, even if we said no, it would just be delaying the inevitable.
Kaz, our hands are tied now. Start getting the place ready.
Thanks, boss.
Don't get the wrong idea. You set it up so that any more changes of heart will arouse suspicion, that's all.
Zeke stays, but we'll have to move all other AFBs to shore. Any potential troublemakers can go with them for some mandatory R&R.
Enemy
Sounds good,
presence
boss?
detected.
Just do it.
Map has been updated.
About the inspection, what do we tell the men?
The truth. What else? The one thing we don't need to worry about
Who's
is
taking this?
you're spilling the beans about Zeke.
Good point. What about this enemy?
Enemy presence
Just feel quite a few of them on
Map
the
has been
I hate to say
updated.
it, it won't look good having Soviet bloc personnel here. The problem is, moving a group that size in a hurry would look even worse.
At least the man is on site. They recognize. Just expect
Enemy presence
All
detected.
civilians say Chile will have to return to their countries.
even your Paris.
Of course, we'll get her whatever papers she needs. Dr. Strangelove's departure came at a perfect time. The less Zeke-related staff here, the better.
Wait, she left?
That's right. We're away on a mission. She left last week. There's nothing cooking in AI weapons research, and Zeke is complete. There was really no reason for her to hang around.
I'm surprised Huey let her go that easy.
Yeah, his crush on Strangelove was never much of a secret.
I wish this was louder.
Her everywhere while Zeke was in development. Boy, would she get pissed. But he does have a lot on his mind right now. I've got bigger issues to deal with. That's what he said.
That's the spirit, Huey.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by Belizean fishermen who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved is bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side. If not us, who else is gonna rescue that bitch?
When do we do it?
The inspection comes first. We'll deal with us afterwards.
Do the men know?
Word has started to spread. The information came from Cuba through Amanda. One of the base personnel used to belong to El Frente. I'll tell everyone we don't concern ourselves with the survival of enemy spies. We need them focused on the inspection. And if we get her back here and she isn't cooperative, there's still plenty of room for her in the ocean.
Works for me. What about Chico? He had a chance to stop Paz from hijacking Zeke and he blew it. He's carried that guilt ever since. Kid really did care about her.
Chico, it's hard to say how he'll react.
Have Amanda call him out to Cuba. He shouldn't be here right now.
Good idea. They haven't seen each other in a while. Little time with Big Sis and he'll forget all about you-know-who.
What?
What? Still no sign of Chico?
What's going on?
It's Amanda in Cuba. Our resupply package arrived, but Chico wasn't with it. Relax, Amanda. I'm sure he's just exploring Havana or something. First time in the big city. Could have gotten carried away.
Cos, wait. The boat Chico was on, did it stop anywhere before it got to Havana?
Yeah, it had to refuel at Santiago de Cuba. You don't think... Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. He does this now?
It's 60 miles from
Look
Santiago.
at this down chopper.
Chico used to cross the mountains with the older Sandinistas like it was nothing. He'll make that in 3 days.
Still, even if he does find his way there.
You know how reckless he can be. Chico thinks we've abandoned Paz. That's why he's doing this.
We'll start by having the intel detachment in Cuba look for him. We can't let him be captured.
Some cages to the east of a big
Enemy
building.
presence marker removed.
Eastern or-
The map has been updated.
Grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
It's a setup.
We have no choice.
Yeah, if Chico talks, he could blow the new cover up. We can't hold off until the inspection's over.
When can we be ready?
It'll take at least 16 hours to confirm the flight path and prep a bird. The intel unit has started reconning the area.
Sounds like I'll have to miss the inspection.
Boss, we'll just have to send someone else to get them out.
No. I'll go.
Yeah, Chico and Paz would only take orders from you anyway. We can't go taking on those Marines at the base head on. It's gotta be off the radar, and it's gotta be you.
Hold down the fort, Cos.
Snake, you can forget about civil liberties where you're headed. God only knows what they'd do to you if you got caught. Do not let that happen. The Cubans leased the land to the U.S. as a gesture for helping them gain independence from Spain. The deal remains in effect until both countries agree to dissolve it, or the U.S. abandons the land. That's why America still operates the base even after La Revolucion. Problem is, it's leased land.
Meaning it isn't American soil, so the U.S. Constitution doesn't apply there. That allows them to withhold its civil rights protections.
Yeah, that's Uncle Sam's excuse. The area was originally only for detaining refugees from countries like Cuba and Haiti. But a few years ago, the CIA and its like started using it as a black site. Enemies of the state are renditioned there and subjected to extreme forms of interrogation. You can bet Cypher had a hand in that. As you'd expect, American and other Western human rights organizations aren't allowed anywhere near the place. What happens there disappears down the memory hole.
Who knows what they're doing to Chico and Paz?
I'd like to interrogate her ourselves, but if worst comes to worst, make sure she's dead. Chico, on the other hand, we have to bring back, fast. He knows too much about us.
Cos?
The area is surrounded by mines placed by both the U.S. and Cuba, making escape on foot impossible. You're heading into the lion's den, Snake. Don't take this one lightly. Come back in one piece.
Yeah. I heard about Paz's tapes.
Yeah. Why do you think she'd leave them behind? And that diary?
Whatever it was, her commitment was wavering. That much is clear.
So she was leaving clues to help us.
No way to know for sure. And the ocean's not giving her back.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
November 4th, 1974. At the outskirts of Barranquilla, Colombia. Contact with Big Boss successful. The doorknob posed as my professor, but Big Boss took one look and knew he was KGB.
Enemy
However,
presence
he does not
detected.
seem to
The
suspect
map
me.
has been
To him,
updated.
I am just a peace-loving student, and another victim of the CIA. We asked him to drive the CIA out of Costa Rica. To him, this means betraying his country. His forces are smaller than anticipated. They drift from place to place with nowhere to call home. That provided us an opportunity, so we seized it. The doorknob offered them a plant off the Costa Rican coast to use as a base. As expected, Miller jumped at the chance. Although initially reluctant, Big Boss came around when the doorknob played him the tape. All because the voice on it sounded like his mentor, the boss.
Storm approaching.
Naked Snake. The man who once saved the world from the brink of nuclear war. Awarded the title of Big Boss for his service. He later became a mercenary, abandoning both his title and his country. To him, that honor was steeped in the blood of the boss, the mentor he was forced to eliminate. Exceptionally charismatic, he possesses unparalleled combat and intelligence-gathering abilities. His only discernible weakness is her. This operation hinges on how effectively we can exploit that. Kazuhira Miller is Big Boss's lieutenant. Half Japanese, half American. He once served in Japan's self-defense force. Though he and Snake first met as enemies, they discovered a common bond and together built their private army, with Miller directing business and administrative affairs. He comes off as shallow, but his true intent is hard to read. I must be careful. All that is clear is his infatuation with Big Boss. With East and West fighting over its control, Central America is now the...
The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck.
most contested region on Earth.
I've sent the
CIA
targets
Central
anticipated
American
travel
Station
routes
Chief
and a
Coldman
meeting
has
location
developed
to your
Peace
map.
Walker,
Take a
a
look.
fully AI automated, fail-deadly nuclear launch system with which he aims to reignite the Cold War. Snake's new objective in Costa Rica is to prevent that. Zadorov's, or should I say, the KGB's plan is to play the two sides against each other, turning the entire region red. Not one of the three parties realize they're all just pawns in Cypher's hands.
Didn't like this mission?
Cypher watches all.
The map has been enemy presence detected. The map
Mother Base
been
has developed
updated.
rapidly since being established in the Caribbean Sea. They recruit more personnel daily, and already their mercenary services are turning a profit. Big Boss's leadership and charisma, and Miller's business acumen drive
I
this
see what's going
impressive
on.
growth.
Alright.
Furthermore, joining forces with a faction of the FSLN has expanded their power even more. They have even commenced their own weapons development program. All is proceeding according to Cypher's will. I could not be more pleased.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Snake's pursuit of Peace Walker led him to an AI modeled after the boss's thought patterns. It was incomplete, but somewhat ironically, making contact with Snake was the necessary finishing touch. Meanwhile, the scientist behind Peace Walker's locomotive control, Huey, defected to Snake's army. His presence has greatly accelerated weapons development at Mother Base. I failed to anticipate Coldman's madness, but nuclear war was averted. However, this was only after the boss AI on board Peace Walker sank itself to the bottom of the lake in what could be likened to suicide. The boss laid down her gun, choosing to sing for peace instead, and Snake, himself a gun, parted ways with her. In doing so, he reclaimed the title he once abandoned. He is Big Boss. Zadornov has been detained. Since this leaves my cover identity without a guardian, the Mother Base staff has taken me in. I am now better placed than ever to monitor their internal affairs. Everything continues to unfold according to plan. The developer of the boss AI, Dr. Strangelove, has also come to Mother Base. With her and Huey's expertise, they can now develop a weapon capable of matching Peace Walker. Development on the bipedal weapon is now complete. They call it Metal Gear Zeke. It stands there like some sort of mystical guardian. The soldiers gaze on it with pride and reverence. Big Boss has elected to arm it with a nuclear weapon. As an army without a nation, they seem to feel the need for a deterrent against whatever the world might pit against them. It is a dangerous gambit. Why do such a thing? Their nuclear strategy differs from the Americans and the Soviet Union. The superpowers deter attack by revealing their nuclear arsenals to one another. Snake and his men know that if they were to go public with this, the whole world would unite against them. Business would dry up overnight. so they do not plan on revealing the nuke until necessary. This ace-in-the-hole approach is their idea of a nuclear strategy, wielding a deterrent, all the while unable to reveal its existence. I wonder if Snake sees how vulnerable this makes them.
Please specify a
Yes.
project.
Hijack Zeke? Yes, I did indicate that to be our leverage. But I cannot imagine his agreeing to that now. But did you not raise them to safeguard your governance without borders? No. I have not forgotten. Cypher watches all. Yes, things are proceeding, but modifying Zeke has not proven easy. I am using Zadornov to buy some time. No, I have not forgotten what you said. However, well, forgive me for asking, but this is you I am speaking to, isn't it, Cypher? I will fight Big Boss. The world must be ruled by a single will. To defy Cypher is a fate worse than death. As of today, I will be living here at Mother Base. Now my real trial begins. Zadornov was paying my room, board, and tuition, but he has since been captured. I told the man that with no more money from the KGB, I could no longer afford school.
You have arrived
He bought
at
my
your
story,
destination.
and when I said I would be willing to work, he took pity on me and let me stay. For some reason, Miller really pled my case. That was helpful, but the man is still a fool. His men are no better. They think their training makes them strong, but that kind of strength is nothing in the face of true power. And better yet, they wait on me hand and foot, believing I am just a schoolgirl. Looks like I won't be working too hard after all. Just today, while scouting out the living quarters, I saw a group of them in the corner of the deck making a fuss. Going over for a look, I saw they were feeding a kitten. A bunch of grown hard men, and they're the ones acting like schoolgirls. Look, isn't he cute? What is wrong with them? Disgusted, I just nodded and smiled. I must stay in character after all. I indulged their chit-chat for a few moments. Then one of them asked me to give the thing a name. They had just taken it from its mother. I named it Nuke. I improvised some nonsense about how our compassion for living things can help prevent wars. The men gave me a little fish. I held it out in my palm and the kitten happily ate it up. What a pathetic, feeble creature. It sickens me. Today, Chico invited me to go fishing with the soldiers. I suppose finding one's own food does have its merit, but I prefer not to be involved in such a degrading task. And their prattling on about fishing being fun is nonsense. I'm not here to find playmates. Nevertheless, distasteful as it was, I went along in order to maintain my cover. Chico thrust a fishing pole into my hands,
Did
and we
something
went
just
up onto the
explode?
deck where several soldiers had gathered. They welcomed us warmly. With so few women aboard Mother Base, I'm treated like a princess. No one suspects I am neither a teenager nor a student. It was nice and sunny, with a gentle breeze and waves. As I cast my line and waited for a bite, the soldiers began to ask me all sorts of questions. As always, I answered according to our predefined scenario, feigning a smile. As I sat there feeding them lies, the fish began to bite, and the soldiers began to focus on their prey. Chico had his bait stolen by a fish, and got so angry that he stood up and nearly fell into the sea. Everybody laughed. It almost made me want to join in too. At some point, I got a bite myself. The instant after I felt that first gentle tug, the fish yanked the line with astonishing strength, and I let out a cry of surprise. I thought he was going to be huge. It was my first time fishing, and I was a bit flustered, so the soldier beside me helped by supporting the pole from behind. "Reel it in," they shouted. I nodded, turning the handle as fast as I could. I wondered what kind of fish lived below the surface, and thought back to the deep sea dives I had to do as part of training. Those were difficult days.
Paz is a
But I
fucking
remember
nut.
finding the multicolored fish gliding through the water incredibly soothing. After a hard fight, I pulled it up. To my surprise, it wasn't even half of Vara.
Night vision.
Rather anticlimactic. But I wasn't doing it for fun, so I wasn't the least bit disappointed. Nook was hovering nearby with an expectant look on his face, so I gave the fish to him. All in all, a thoroughly wasted day. Preparations are coming along nicely. No one suspects me of being the one to let Zadarnov out of his cell. Today, Amanda and I taught Cecile how to make gallo pinto. It is a simple home-cooked dish consisting of black frijoles mixed with arroz. It is well known throughout Central America, not just in Costa Rica, so it is no surprise that a Nica like Amanda would be good at making it. But I was raised in the States from a very young age, and could hardly even remember my mother's gallo pinto. Having to make chit-chat with that clueless bird lover and the so-called revolutionary was excruciating. And, clueless or not, I wanted to be especially careful around Cecile, the one who actually recorded that tape. Thankfully, Miller and his men seemed to believe I mistook the tape I found for one my friend made. In any case, one can never be too careful. Anyway, the three of us minced garlic and herbs, then cooked them in a pot with frijoles we'd soaked overnight. While waiting for them to cook, we sautéed onions and arroz in a frying pan. Cecile worked the frying pan according to Amanda's directions, but seemed a bit glum. She does have a knack for cooking, though. She is French, after all. We added water to the pan and watched the arroz begin to steam. While we waited, Amanda shared memories of her mother with us. They had been separated because of Simosa, but the taste of her mother's cooking was still fresh in her mind. When the frijoles were ready, we drained the water, stir-frying them with the rest of the vegetables. Quite a complicated process for home cooking. Nonetheless, it kept them occupied. The longer we sat and talked,
nationality
the greater
was
the
Paz
chance of my
supposed to
arousing
be?
their suspicions. With women, it is not enough to just bat your eyelashes and giggle. It takes a lot of effort to divert attention. When the arroz was done cooking, we folded it into the frijoles and added salsa, stirring the mixture as it simmered. At this point, for some reason, the conversation turned to romance. Why does it have to be that way whenever women get together and chat? Cecile fancies herself to be well versed in such matters, and gave Amanda all sorts of advice. It was harmless enough, until, to my
my God.
irritation, she began pestering me whether there was anybody I liked. Not right now, I said, trying to dodge the question. But she pressed on. It's Snake, isn't it? I gritted my teeth and played it coy. Maybe. Cecile nodded and giggled. He is pretty sexy, isn't he? What a ditz. It's all I can manage to just survive. The thought of romance has never once crossed my mind. I have
This is
no
fucking
interest in that kind
crazy.
of man. Soon enough, a rich aroma began to fill the room. The gallo pinto was ready. Nook came over and rubbed up against our legs, looking for a handout. Unfortunately, it was not the kind of food a cat would like. We let a few of the soldiers have a bite, and then headed off to the mess hall. The home-cooked flavor we'd achieved was a big hit with the men of MSF. Not that we are trying to impress them or anything. Even I could manage a dish like that. Snake enjoyed it too. Let me make this absolutely clear. I have no interest in that man. Football, or soccer as it is known in the States, is extremely popular here. It has not caught on yet in the US, but it has legions of rabid fans all across Latin America. These
Legions.
fans can get so rowdy that it is commonly believed El Salvador and Honduras went to war in 1969 over scuffles in a soccer match. In reality, reality, tensions between the two countries were already high. The match was merely one of the sparks that set them off. But these people are so passionate about this sport that the story seems plausible. Predictably, many of the soldiers here are fans. They have apparently divided themselves into Costa Rican and Nicaraguan teams and started playing each other.
No.
To play, you need a ball and 2 goals. The R&D team built and set up simple goals on the deck. I had absolutely no interest, but Chico insisted that I come and watch. It was not a proper match by any means. The pitch
like
was
no one
not
else
even
seemed to care.
regulation size, but the players and spectators alike got pretty excited.
Oh,
They
I
banged
cared about
empty
that.
cans and shouted cheers through the handmade megaphones. It almost felt like carnival. Huey, the referee,
Great.
blew a whistle to start the match. The soldiers' training has left them in excellent physical shape, but they lack the own skills of professionals, and their play was quite rough. Midway through, one of the men collided with another. They started shouting at one another, but Huey stepped in. I thought we had forsaken our countries, become one with the earth, he said, quoting Snake. We are not competing for national pride here, and we are not fighting for the good of any one country. This is not a war. Soccer is a peaceful sport, am I right? The
What's the
soldiers
snake?
nodded. They know the pain of war, and they share Snake's vision. Perhaps that is why all this resonates with them. Team Costa Rica was down a man, and somehow I was picked to fill in. Costa Rica had the advantage up until that point. I suppose Huey wanted to keep it balanced. The soldiers agreed with Huey's call. Maybe the Costa Rican players felt an even matchup would be more fun too. I could not be bothered to run at first, but chasing the ball out there in the hot sun, I was soon drenched in sweat. Before long, I found myself actively seeking out the ball, partially out of desperation. I picked up a loose ball deep on the opponent's side of the field. Even though he's Nicaraguan, Chico cheered me on, yelling, "Go for it, shoot!" I launched the ball as hard as I could, only to have it blocked by the keeper. Disappointment only increased my determination. In the end, I didn't score a single goal, and Costa Rica gave up its lead. It was really close though. We congratulated each other on a good match and sprawled out in the shade on the deck, exhausted. The ocean breeze felt so nice on my sun-soaked body. Nuke came over. It is one of his favorite spots, and stretched out next to me. And together, we watched
Oh my God.
white clouds drift lazily across the clear blue sky. It was lovely out today, so I decided to sun myself in a lounge chair up on the deck, when Strangelove came up to me. Despite the heat, she was in her usual long sleeves and pants. I waved at her. She looked away and mumbled, "Hello there. Fancy meeting you here." I asked if she needed anything, feeling her eyes creeping up and down my body like she was savoring it.
What?
Finally, she swallowed and said, "You have such beautiful skin."
What?
Bewildered, I shook my head and said, "No, not at all. I had heard rumors that she was a lesbian, but she couldn't be after me, could she?" She continued to stare and said,
Can this guy seriously not hear me?
"It is beautiful, but you must not let yourself get so tanned." And then she took my hand in hers. "What is wrong with a little sun?" I asked, trying to cut the conversation short. But she shook her head violently. "No, you mustn't. A young lady should take better care of her skin." She was acting strangely now, as if aroused. She lectured me on the perils of tanning, how it ages skin, causing wrinkles and spots, and in the worst cases, even skin cancer. I knew already that tanning could cause spots, but I thought only pale-skinned Anglo-Saxons had to deal with that. Having a scientist tell me it causes aging, though, that spooked me a little. If I am to keep playing the teenager, I will have to start paying more attention to my
I don't
skin.
want to take the weapon. Stop.
Sensing
I
my
want to
anxiety,
the body.
She took a small tube from her pocket. She said it was the sunscreen she always used. She told me to keep it. I didn't know what to say. I was more than happy to take it, but exactly what were her intentions?
I'm losing it. Oh my
Was
god.
she merely being nice? Or is she really into me? Either way, there was no reason to refuse, I suppose. I have undergone training. An out-of-shape woman does not pose any
Oh my
real
god,
threat
just
to
drop
me.
the body,
Having power
please.
means not being afraid. It is the same on a global scale. A country with nukes can dictate terms to a country without them. I thanked her and took the tube. Then she offered to put some on for me. She squirted some lotion onto her fingers and began rolling it into my chest. It happened so suddenly, and I was so taken aback that I did not even think to protest. She caressed my stomach with her long white fingers, then slid them up
I think you just killed your
between
friend.
my bikini-clad breasts. What?
Tink to
Wait,
Brooke.
I sputtered as her moist eyes met mine.
Oh my god.
She was beautiful. Somehow, I found myself captivated by this woman more than 10 years my elder.
Roger that.
Hold still, she whispered in my ear. I nodded silently, unable to refuse.
What?
My body went limp, motionless, as if in a trance. Gently, carefully, she rubbed the lotion all over my entire body. I shouldn't have enjoyed it, and yet I could not help myself. For a moment, I was spellbound.
Dude, Tara Straughn's crazy.
That woman is dangerous. I had better watch myself. Protecting one's health is an important part of any agent's job. But despite my best efforts,
What? No,
I have
fucking-
caught a cold. Now that I think about it, Mother Base's numbers are on the rise, with soldiers coming from all different places and backgrounds. It is no wonder then that sooner or later someone would bring in a virus. That said, what I have got is just a common cold. The medical team said I'd need a few days rest, so I've been restricted to my room and put on bed rest. I thought I'd gotten used to not having anyone around to relate to, but at times like these, being alone is just miserable. All I could do was lay there and stroke Nuke's back, trying to take my mind off how bad I felt. Nuke just sat there, not making a sound.
I guess they extracted
But
the
I
guy
did
already,
have
huh?
visitors. Amanda and Chico, Huey, Cecile, Miller, and a few of the soldiers I've become relatively close to. Amanda made me a soup with herbs she said were good for a cold. Miller told me to take it
Please
easy.
select a drop
I will
pod.
sing you a lullaby, he said,
Supplies
then broke out a
requested.
guitar and sang some incomprehensible song in Japanese. I did not need to understand the lyrics to know he is an awful singer. Then he said, "You know what is good for a cold? Suppositories. Here, I'll show you." He began to take off his pants, so I
What?
threw my tissue box at him to make him go away. Then, Strangelove showed up, saying she had some miracle Indian cure. It has got eucalyptus extract, she said. It works best if you rub it into your chest. And then she tried to take off my nightshirt. I whacked her with my pillow, and I got rid of her.
Have my pillow.
Chico brought me a little flower in a cup. It had been growing in a little bit of earth that probably found its way on board stuck to something else. I found this on the deck. Here, you can have it. He tried to act nonchalant, but I am pretty sure he's got a crush on me. None of them understand. If they thought these little visits would cheer me up, they were wrong. Tonight, Snake himself came to my room.
Oh my.
Like the rest, he believes I am just a schoolgirl and treats me as such. Why did you abandon your country, I asked him. Why create the MSF? Of course, I knew the answers already, but I wanted to hear it from him. As I had imagined, he was not exactly forthcoming. All he would say is that his country abandoned him because all he could do was fight. And that is why he needed the MSF, because that is all he is any good for. Then he said, "Fighting is the only thing I understand. But that does not mean I have got a grudge against those who believe in peace. I am not one of them, and I do not believe in peace. Conflict is in man's nature. We fight our enemies in order to survive. Maybe we are not so different after all, he and I. But that is exactly why I'm going to have to kill him. Or else he will have to kill me. When I stop and think about this wretched existence, being killed by a man like that suddenly does not seem like such a bad thing. Every month, Mother Base throws a party for all the soldiers whose birthdays fall in that month. There is something strange about a military organization having parties. Really though, it is just an excuse to drink and make noise. It is not easy to get alcohol on a fortress in the middle of the ocean. Most days they are training from dawn till dusk. They do not have time for things like drinking. That is why Snake and Miller came up with the idea, to give everyone a chance to let loose. Obviously, a bunch of boars like that are not going to bother with blowing out candles on a cake. Rather, they sit there in a cloud of cigarette smoke, drink beer, eat meat, tell tasteless jokes, and swap crude insults about one
40%.
another's
Yeah, I'm not
hometown.
going to extract that yet.
But it hardly ever breaks out into something serious. They talk up a storm, but they're just having fun. It is funny. You have got members of FSLN rubbing shoulders with the UCLAs, people who once would have considered the other mortal enemies. I wonder if that is what makes Big Boss so popular. In leaving their countries behind, they leave their hatred for other countries too. Miller seemed a little protective of me. Hope they're not being too crude, he said. But soon enough, he too was drunk. He yelled, "Come here and take a look at the real Kazuhira Miller." Then dropped his pants and mooned everybody. The other soldiers burst out laughing. I have never seen such a crude, ridiculous party before. And yet, all these people.
Az clearly has never been outside.
And acting a fool. Is this what they call peace? For some reason, I began to think about all that has happened since I came here. Fishing with Chico, cooking with Amanda and Cecile, playing soccer, having visitors when I caught a cold. When I stop and think about it, my time here has been the most peaceful of my life. But that is about to end. I cannot imagine he will be willing to negotiate. It seems I am to fight the legendary
Are those
Big
infrared
Boss.
or just night vision?
I do not know if I'll be able to beat him. But if I have to choose between death and defying Cypher, I will gladly choose death. The thought of dying does not scare me. But if I disobey my orders, the fear and despair awaiting me will be far worse than anything I can imagine. It was Cypher who took me in as an orphan, gave me food and a place to live. His orders may have been unreasonable, but I will never repay my debt entirely. It seems I have no choice. I must fight this man. I must fight Snake. Do you know Miller, Snake's right-hand man? Apparently has got at least one serious weakness. He is an insatiable womanizer. He does not bother me, most likely because he considers teenagers off-limits. But he has hit on every single one of the few female soldiers here at Mother Base. They ought to be telling him where to stick it, but end up falling for it so easily.
What do you mean tell him where to
I think
stick
some
it?
of it stems from the fact that he is actually not that bad looking. Anyway, today, that nasty habit got him in trouble. He and Snake got into one of their rare fights, and I was there to see it. They burst out of the showers, completely naked, trading punches. I am no child. The sight of a naked man does not make me blush, but this was something else. "Maybe this'll teach you," Snake yelled as he slammed his fists into Miller's chest. I heard later that apparently he had been two-timing someone, and that same someone had gone to Snake with her troubles. As I see it, it is her own fault for letting herself be deceived like that. If she is too dumb to see through Miller's
Oh,
lies,
that's bad.
then she got what she deserved. But this was not the first time it had happened, or the second, and Snake read Miller the riot act. Miller argued back, and what began as a shouting match turned into a fist fight. "You son of a bitch," Miller yelled as he swung. Not bad, said Snake, smiling. But not
You're
good
pretty
enough.
good.
And then he was back on the offensive. They had already been at it pretty hard in the showers. And their bodies
These are
covered
the
in bruises.
Ground Zeroes
Both of
tapes.
these men had been trained for war. Their bodies, deadly weapons. They were each bleeding from a dozen places. All this from a fist fight. Even so, it was far less gruesome than if they had given it their all. It was obvious that one of them would be dead were they fighting for real. Miller took another swing, yelling, "Try this then!" Snake parried, then responded in kind. But I could tell he was not aiming for anything vital. "You are one tough bastard, boss," Miller muttered. A smile crept across his face as he caught his breath. And then they went right on fighting. Blood and sweat flew off their glistening bodies. It was combat without hatred or hostile intent. I had never seen violence like this before. And yet, it was more than just a friendly tussle. They were utilizing every technique they knew. It was not a sporting match. They were not playing by the rules. How could they keep this up? At last, the two men tired themselves out, and the bizarre scene came to an end. They looked at each other's battered bodies, and then burst out laughing, embracing and congratulating each other on a good fight. You don't seem so idiotic. I still cannot fathom such behavior. But somehow, I got the sense that for all his womanizing, Miller really only trusted one person, and that was Snake. There was no way I could ever come between the two of them. And at that thought, I began to feel as if I had lost. All of Mother Base is preparing for a festival. Since Snake and his soldiers spend so much time fighting, they are setting aside one day a year for peace and relaxation. I do not know all the details, but apparently that is what Snake and Miller decided. These soldiers love the idea, of course. There is so little fun to be had here that everybody looks forward to events like these. That is all well and good. But somehow, I got roped into getting on stage. "Come on, we even both have peace in our name," said Miller. "And Zadarna, that old Ruski's name, has something to do with peace too, right? Hey, as long as we're having a day of peace, we ought to get an act together. The Three-Piece Band." I thought he was joking.
Three-piece band.
He then proceeded to share his idea without bothering to check with me. And now, I am slated to sing. Apparently, he had heard me on the deck one day, and since then he's wanted to form a band. Everybody's looking forward to it, so there is no way for me to back out now. I have never done anything like this, but it does feel kind of nice to know that people are looking forward to it. I mean, it cannot be any worse than Miller's singing, but modifications to Zeke are already finalized, and I must complete my mission. Betray Cypher now, and I will face a fate far worse than death. Still, there's no need to put things in motion just yet. What difference would it make to just wait a little while longer? A whole day of peace. The mission can wait until after that. Can it not? I know I'm only delaying the inevitable. When the day comes, one of us will have to die. Snake or me. But still, if I could just come up with some way to stall Cypher, at least until our day of peace. When did I start having thoughts like this? My cover is blown. They know nothing of Cypher or my true objective, but they know I am a spy. There is no more time left. I must act now. I must complete my mission. How did it come to this? All I wanted was 3 more days. Just 3. Miller's already finished writing the song. It is called Love Deterrent. It is about a girl who cannot express her true feelings. I have been practicing. I am no pro, but I was pretty sure I would do a decent job. And now this. Cypher found out that Zeke was complete. He must have someone inside Mother Base besides me, spinning his tightly wound web of control, leaving no room for individual will. Typical. When they found out Zeke was complete, I was ordered to execute the operation immediately. If I was going to enjoy just one day of peace, I had to ensure the plan could not move forward. I tried to sabotage Zeke. I thought by damaging the drive system, they would have no choice but to delay their plans. I waited until midnight, and then snuck into the hangar. There would be trouble if it looked like sabotage.
That's him for sure.
I selected one of the drive system's load-bearing parts and carefully worked to warp its shape. The leg's drive system requires a high degree of precision to operate. Even the smallest deviation would have done it. Then, Chico walked in.
Chico.
Maybe it was one of those nights where he could not sleep. In any case, he saw me, panicked, and took off running. It would have been easy to kill him, but I could not. I know he likes me. It is not as if I would ever have an interest in a child like him, but I could not pull the trigger. Not at him. Not in the back. Will he tell them? Or is there a chance he will keep it a secret? Protect me? No. He knows now. Knows I am not who he thought I was. He ran without even questioning what I was doing. There is no chance he does not know. And soon, all I have built here will end. And if Cypher has another agent among them, if he finds out I tried to sabotage Zeke, this place will no longer be my heaven. Then it is settled. I make my move now. Chico walked in before my sabotage was complete, so Zeke should still be operational. It might not run at full speed or power, but I do not have time to fix that. Without Zeke, I do not have a chance in hell of winning. I must act fast before Chico sounds the alarm. I knew it would come to this. I just did not think it would be so soon.
That's not really good
It's
acting.
time, Zeke.
She tried.
Metal Gear
It's okay,
Zeke.
Tara. You just tried.
Activate.
Close, but not quite. Nibba, what you doing? What? Oh, that one's loud.
I made it ashore. I'm in Cuba.
Oh, it went in... that was all the tapes. Okay. Wait, these are also tapes. These are the Chico tapes?
Security looks lighter than I thought. I wonder where Boss is. East Stark, but there are soldiers everywhere. Lots of choppers coming and going.
Chico, this is your fault.
Those lights are so bright. Time to get moving.
What? If I have to restart this entire mezzanine, I'm going to lose it.
I got close to the fence to see if I could spot her. They had a guard posted, so I got out of there. Guess security's not so light after all.
That's fine.
I'm coming, Boss.
Let me off the horse. Stop. Let me off the fucking horse.
I'm okay. I think I found her. It's gotta be Paz. No, no, no. They're looking for me.
Chico is not a master of stealth.
Got him secured. It's a kid.
What? Oh, he's recording over a tape. Oh, that's good.
I got caught. I'm in a cage. Give me back my recorder. At least whoever finds this will know what happened. They're holding others here too. Still no sign of Paz. Paz?
Chico. Don't touch me, you son of a bitch.
Is he not going to check it out? Damn! Whatever! Cool two-shot.
Snake! She looks weak. We need her alive. Yes, sir.
You've eliminated 2 of the 3 Soviet commanders. Only 1 remaining. Be careful.
What the fuck?
Detected. The map has been updated.
Paz,
You have
back early
arrived
today.
at your destination.
the sun is still up. Yeah.
Chico,
Yes?
let us not do this, okay?
Huh?
I do not think I want to talk to you.
But I came here to...
Just quiet. Or I'll scream.
What the... I don't get it. Bus!
On your feet.
Okay.
the target. Looks like we found him.
See ya.
Target extracted. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Clean getaway.
Exfiltrated.
Can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first. Alright, the coast is clear. Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
And the enemy vehicle.
You've got company.
Mission complete. At least you made it out in one piece.
Does it hurt? Talk. Talk.
Does it hurt?
You can speak, can't you?
Ocelot
Then
got the
talk.
details of the meeting out of that commander. Seems you've been doing your job just a little too well, boss. The Soviets have begun reinforcing the 40th Army's units in Afghanistan,
Good boy.
sending in more men and new equipment. While
Your boss
things
and
haven't
I go
exactly
way
been
back.
easy for us up till now,
Don't
they're about
count
to
on
get
me
even
coming
tougher.
to rescue you. If you're a real soldier,
Yay.
Staff
find
from
your
each of
own
the
way
teams
out.
are active in the area of operations now. That means some will be wounded,
But don't
get sick,
bother
or
trying
suffer
to escape.
PTSD. That's where the medical team comes in.
let's say you get lucky.
I've taken the liberty of commissioning the construction of a new medical platform. Having
And by
proper
some
medical
miracle, you
facilities
get
for
out
the
of
men
your
is a matter of life or death.
Let's
So
even
I've
say you're
moved
able to elude
resources
the
this time
guards.
around. You can check on the platform's progress by selecting base facilities under
Then
the
what?
iDroid's mother base menu.
The nearest Cuban border is 4 miles to the east. 4 miles of barren, America-controlled soil. Think you'd make it? You wouldn't get any help from the Cubans. And the border's a mess of live minefields. Think you'd make it through that? With your girlfriend in tow? If you were that lucky, you wouldn't even be here right now.
Side ops list updated.
But don't lose hope. There's another way out, for both you and the girl. This way is much simpler. I ask, you answer.
Staff assigned.
Easy, right?
Unit function added.
Just tell me what you know.
Development project has been added.
You're dumber than you look. Wasting your time torturing kids.
Tell me about your base.
Chico.
Well,
Chico!
Hit me!
Oops.
Again!
trying to impress the girl, little man? How cute. All right. Let's try something else.
Please select a mission.
Stop it!
She'll get what she deserves. We were comrades once. But she betrayed us. Deception and deceit. What better proof she's a real woman? Show him.
Do you realize what you're doing? Cypher is watching. Let go of me! You will be next.
Please select a mission.
Faithful.
Oh god, are they doing this?
Repulsive, isn't it? Look. Look carefully. Watch out when you grow up, boy. This is the kind of woman you'll want to avoid. Of course, scars like those make it rather difficult to lead a normal life. I should know. Continue. Talk, and you both go free.
Chico! No!
Only you can stop this.
Don't talk! Chico! Please! No!
Buzz. Why?
Move. Get up.
Huh?
You heard me. Do you like what you see? I said, do you like what you see? It's like fruit. Does she look sweet or sour? A man has to know these things. Time for a taste test. Either you take her now, or you're strung up next.
Don't worry, Chico.
No. No.
It's okay. Chico, you won't hurt me.
I don't.
Get on with it.
I can't.
Chico,
No.
come on.
Out at sea? Staff of 300? Usually there's...
Sun will rise momentarily.
See? That wasn't so hard.
You got what you wanted. You're satisfied.
We're halfway there.
Chico? Chico?
Thought you didn't want to talk to me.
There's one thing I want to say.
What?
I missed you, Chico.
Please select a landing zone. A support helicopter requested.
I'm depressed.
Enough already. Come on, Buzz, talk! Please, Buzz, I'm doing this for you!
Coward!
How can you say that?
Traitor!
Don't make me mad! You're only making things worse!
Take him back to his cage.
Shortly at LZ.
What did I do?
Бегите, как от севера.
This is Pequod. They can't land.
Give it back!
Support helicopter has arrived.
Enough. Go to us dead.
So, she talked. Told her she should have just gotten it over with.
She's going back to your boss. I don't mean her.
Huh?
Those were the terms.
Plan
She said to leave
expansion
you here.
complete.
I suppose she doesn't much care for you anymore.
Bitch!
Now, you've got quite a problem on your hands. When she gets back, what will she
Side
say?
ops list updated.
That you talked? Sold out your comrades? Your family? You're finished.
Please select a landing zone.
I can't go home?
There's very
Heading
little I
to
can do.
Mother Base.
And I still have need of your services.
Huh?
You're going to call your boss for help. We'll make a recording, play it across public frequency bands.
To bring him here? Yeah, right. Do you expect me to trust you? I'll never help you!
Perhaps. But if you did, I wouldn't mind looking the other way if you did come for me. Take some guards off duty, let you quietly slip away. But you wouldn't want the girl leaving here alive. She'd have to be eliminated before he came. There's no other way. I'll leave you. Chico, growing up means choosing how you're going to live your life.
I want to pet the puppy.
Snake,
Welcome back, boss.
it's Chico. I need your help. Cypher's holding me on a U.S. military base in Cuba. Paz is here too.
Boss.
We're at the prison area on the coast.
I look forward to serving under you.
There are some cages to the east of a big building. East an old grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
So cute.
What do you think Big Boss will do? He'll know it's a trap, but he'll come anyway. That's the kind of man he is.
Don't.
Thanks to your report, a nuclear inspection team's being sent to their base. The scientist was our way in. It all ends soon, exactly as I've planned. All thanks to you.
Cypher would never.
Yes, Cypher will surely mourn his death.
I want to pet the puppy. Why is there no pet puppy command?
And then they'll eliminate you. No one will be left. Think about that.
If you throw a grenade, who will be fetched? Nice.
You can only save one. I don't expect you to believe me. The question is, which of the two would you like to give a shot at survival?
What I like is to kill you.
The feeling is mutual.
No, that
But
never really
we are
occurred
secret
to me.
agents.
You don't know the
Restraint
awesomeness of
is a
puppet's
virtue.
paw pets?
I guess not.
But yeah, I bet they would feel nice, right?
Your favorite song. Nicola, Bart, immigrants wrongly executed. But their deaths served as a message to others. That ours is a society that murders the innocent.
Thanks for that, boss.
Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world? If so, the time is now. Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero?
It's the one I listened to, I think.
I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak. I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
Zero is...
Give it a shot already! Hold her still.
Prep the package.
She's all closed up.
Timer set for your instructions. We can't have her waking up or dying on us.
I gave her a transfusion, a nutrient cocktail, and an anesthetic.
How long does she have?
I'm guessing there was a glitch in a previous
Won't
version.
last much longer than that. To make room for the bomb, there are new organs she won't need.
Almost there. Now for the second one. In a place they'd never look.
Hang her up.
You shall not see triumph. You've been most helpful, and I have one last use for you. To you I give a magnificent end, but an end nonetheless. The final moment is yours.
We heard from the advance team. Everything's right on schedule. The C4 has been planted on the legs. Strike team and decoy team are in position. And we have confirmation that Big Boss's chopper is lifted off. A shame I won't see him. But at least I'll get a look at his body. Time for us to move out too. But first, let's stop by and see the boy. I want Big Boss to hear his little diary. Hopefully, he's still a good listener.
Oh my god.
Give this to the boy as a reward. And a memento. Make copies. Yes, sir.
Boss, thanks for saving that cute little puppy.
First Big Boss, then Zero. Liberation is at hand.
Thanks for that, boss. Train with me, boss. Thank you, boss.
Chico, I am borrowing your recorder. Hope you do not mind. I know it hurts right now, but it will all be over soon. Just thinking that helps keep the pain away. Chico, I would do anything to get you out of here. It is funny. I have never helped anyone else before. Only Cypher. That is the truth. I never imagined you would come for me. I was not very nice at first. No.
Please the landing zone.
I did not mean it. I was afraid they would try to move
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
But to be honest, having you with me here put my mind at ease. I hope that does not sound selfish.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Established a sick bay on the new medical platform. Staff who come back with wounds, diseases, or PTSD can be treated there. If we need any other platforms, feel free to issue the construction order from your iDroid.
Well, That was depressing. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep too. That's why I entered into here, so I could save and quit. Alright, well, tomorrow's Friday. Yay. We'll keep going tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night.